Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining me today in this masterclass. For those of you who don't know me, I am Ashley, but I like to be called Ash. So I'm just going to jump in and share a little bit about me if you've never met me before or we've never had a chat. So this is my husband and I on holidays. My husband is in the Defence Force, and so um, he's very busy. We spend a lot of time away from each other. And then this is Bentley. Hopefully he won't be making an appearance today in my presentation. He's had a big walk this morning, so hopefully he will stay asleep. He likes the attention and he likes the camera. But this is Bentley. So just a little bit of background story. I have spent many years in this industry. I first started out in digital marketing or social media in 2008. So it has been a long time, but I do love this industry. It's very versatile and it is always changing all of the time. And that's the one thing that I do love about this. It's also very creative. But in 2015, I wrote a #1 Amazon bestseller, How to Use the Power of Social Media. And that really was just about, how you could implement strategies, how to build an email list, and how to, get started on social media. And so I have been to the US a lot. I have attended a lot of courses over there, and I'm very grateful for my mentors who I have met through this journey of mine in Facebook ads. And so this is really my story. 7 years ago, I was working in real estate as a social media manager, and I was also managing all of their marketing as well. And I really enjoyed that, but it got to a certain point where, I couldn't really grow. I had a lot of businesses asking me how, we were using social media and all those sorts of things, and how were we doing virtual tours through homes. So in 2013, I took the leap and started my business to educate and support business owners with their social media. So I was, for a little while there, I was managing social media accounts for other businesses. I was living in Bathurst then, so quite a small community, and I was doing a lot of workshops for the local business chambers and was really enjoying it. And then in 2015, I discovered Facebook ads. So I took a 12-week course, I think it might have even been longer, with 2 guys over in the United States. And that's where I really found my passion for Facebook advertising. So since then, I spent over $100,000 on paid advertising profitably. And I've been where you're at. And if you're willing to learn and implement, some of these strategies, things can really change quickly for your businesses. And I've got lots of examples to share with you. So in 2016, I partnered with a business called Off the Track Training to really come on board, manage their digital marketing and Facebook ads. And since then, we have scaled that business to 7 figures in the last 4 years. It's really great to be a part of a business from when it was just starting up with a membership. And so I'm excited to be part of that and watch that grow as well. And then I've been educating and teaching Facebook ads and digital marketing to product-based businesses. So this is a big passion of mine, being able to share strategies that work and also that I implement with my one-on-one clients. So today, to get the most out of this masterclass, there is a chat box there. So if you've got any questions, you can pop them below, and feel free to pop anything in there as we move throughout the masterclass, and at the end, I will jump into those and answer those. So we've got people from everywhere, which is so exciting to have you here. Beck, you made it. Yay. Mel, Megan, Linda, Karen, thank you so much for joining me. So make sure your phone is either on silent. I have mine on silent so I don't get distracted, and just out of reach so you don't feel that need to scroll through Instagram or Facebook. And just be open and coachable today. You never know what you might learn. I know I've been doing this for some time, but there's always something new that I learn. So I'm excited to do that. So today on the masterclass, I'm just going to be teaching you one simple strategy that you can walk away with and implement into your business today if you choose to. This strategy will help you build brand awareness. It will help you build warm audiences on a small budget, because I know, most of us, that's one of the biggest questions is how much do I need to invest in Facebook ads? And we're going to walk through that a little bit later. But, with this strategy that I'm going to share with you, you can implement it on a very small budget. And of course, I'm going to share Traffic Ads Mastery because the doors are opening today. And I'm going to share more about that, but that is my coaching and mentoring membership program. So I'm super excited to share that with you. And then at the end, as I said, we'll be doing a live Q&A. So quick question, which one of these best describes you? So if you are a business owner, which I think a majority of you here are, just let me know below. And also if you work for someone else in their marketing team, maybe you're a freelance or agency owner, or maybe you're just looking for some new information and strategies, or maybe you are something else. So just pop it in below there. I'd love to know. Most of you have already answered that, so it's great to have you here. So today my goal is to really help you to become a better advertiser, a better marketer, to be able to use Facebook as a tool and really get the most out of it. Some of us are not using it to its fullest potential, and it has an incredible amount of opportunity for us as business owners. So when I'm referring to Facebook, I am referring to Instagram as well. They all sit underneath the one umbrella. And I'm really referring to helping you to use this tool to grow your brand and grow your business. So the more traffic to your website, the more you can generate more leads and increase or generate more sales. And that's really what we all want, isn't it? We really want to, either we have a goal to increase our sales. And to do that, we generally need more traffic to our website. So the first myth that I want to bust is that you do not need to be tech savvy to create Facebook ads. Okay, I know it can seem a little bit daunting and a little bit scary to start with to put your money into Facebook ads, but you don't need to be tech savvy. Once you really understand the basics of it and have a process to follow, it is really quite simple. So today I can't quite possibly, cover everything to do with ads, but I can provide you with a strategy that's going to help you implement and really get started if you've not done ads before. Can you just let me know also who here has created some Facebook ads before? I'd love to know that as well, just to give me a bit of an idea on where you're at in your ad journey. Increase visibility while building an audience of ideal customers. This is really about supporting you in growing your business. And today it's really just to help you build brand awareness, to build a warm audience. And I'm going to go into those if you're not sure what a warm audience is, how to do it on minimal ad spend, and also how to repurpose IGTVs or video content as well. A lot of us do have content that's already created, and I find that we tend to overthink some situations, or overthink that our ad campaigns need to be, all fancy and we've got to create new content all the time. But most of us already have content sitting there just waiting to be used. So I'm going to share a little bit about that as well. So let me ask you just this question. Sometimes I find that when we're making or creating our Facebook ads, that we're making some of these mistakes. And, this just might be because you're not aware of the possibilities of Facebook ads. So a lot of the time I see businesses boosting and they're promoting posts, and you might be guilty of this, and that's okay. Today you're going to learn how not to boost or promote a post. But most of us are just not aware that there is a whole business account with Facebook. And so we're just going to work through a little bit with that. Most of the time people don't understand that there are different objectives or different goals we're trying to achieve with Facebook ads. And so it's really important that we understand what we're asking Facebook for. And so here we've got some, I'm just going to bring up my little pointer here, hopefully. So here we've got some objectives that are inside of Facebook. So we've got different options to choose from when we're creating our ads. Okay, so for example, if we want more traffic to our website, we would be choosing the traffic objective. If we were looking for video views, then obviously we would be selecting that as our objective. So it's just being very mindful. There is a lot more to Facebook advertising than just hitting that boost or promote post. So it's important to remember that. The other things that I see businesses making mistakes in not having a Facebook ad strategy, and that is really important to having successful Facebook ad campaigns. We need to make sure that we understand what we're asking Facebook for, and it's important to make sure that we've got, ads along that customer journey. Boosting, promoting posts, like I said, using audiences, so not making the most out of the audiences that Facebook provide, and also the targeting inside of there. And I'm not going to go through all of these today. We don't have time, but these are just some of the areas that I find a lot of mistakes are made in. So when it comes to our ad creatives and also our ad copy, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later on, but if you're making any of those, you think that you're making some of those mistakes, then we're going to cover those. So the Facebook ecosystem, and this is what I like to call it, and it is a full circle. So when we create our Facebook ads, we want to be thinking about what are the goals we want to achieve when we create our ads. So what are we looking for? Are we looking for opt-ins for an ebook or downloads? Are we looking for sales? So we really need to take time to consider what is the goal we're trying to achieve, because whatever that goal is, we need to then be able to measure that. And, if I want to have 50 ebook downloads, then I need to make sure what I'm asking Facebook for is correct, and I'm going to get my best dollar value. We want to think about the targeting. So what type of demographic and who is our audience that we're talking to here, okay? Really important. If we're speaking to somebody who has never heard about our business before, it's going to be different how we communicate our offer to them if they've been following us on social media for some time. Our creative, so we want to be thinking about our images and what our ad copy or our text is going to be, as well as then looking at our optimization. So how do we tell if an ad is working really well so that we can then either up that ad spend or we make a decision to turn that off? So this is the full circle, and this is how I like to look at Facebook ads. And instead of just jumping straight into the ad manager and creating that ad, I like to take some time to think about it and really map that strategy out and just, okay, what is my budget? What is the goal I want to achieve? And who am I talking to through that ad? So Today I'm going to talk to you about video. Video is a really powerful strategy to use inside of our ad campaigns. Now, video allows us to do so many things straight off the bat, okay? Video allows us to build brand awareness to an audience that has never heard of us before. So you might have a video that is really about your business and what you provide and how you support your clients. So video is a really powerful thing to share messages and share stories. So it helps build brand awareness. Videos can also be used to re-engage. So people who are following you on your social media, who have engaged with you on your website, it's a great way to get people re-engaged through videos. And also you can use video to, monetize. So people who have, visited your website and they've added a product to cart and they haven't completed that purchase. How can you use video to then get back in front of those people to complete that checkout? So you don't have, all these abandoned carts, and I have seen accounts that have abandoned carts, and it's really important to make sure that we can get those across the line because there's money sitting in there, and it's usually quite easy to convert those who have abandoned the cart. So video is a really powerful way, and I love using video inside of ads because it is also very cheap to use. Okay, I'll show you some examples and just how cheap it is to use at the moment. So if you already have some IGTVs, or you've got some Instagram or Facebook video posts, maybe you've got a product video. I saw a product video done the other day and it was so well done. It was obviously professionally done, but it was just introducing the product and how it's used and what goes into it. And that is a great way to then take that video and use it as a brand awareness campaign or a Facebook ad to really reach new potential audiences and share what your product does. So if you have content, around video, then we're just going to walk through. I'm going to show you how we really set up just a basic video campaign. And then I'm going to show you some examples of some other businesses. And I'm also going to share some examples of one-on-one clients and how we use video to reach new audiences, but also to re-engage. So it's important to make sure, you're aware of who you're speaking with or speaking to through that video. So inside of the Facebook ad account, there is your different objectives. And so in this case, if you were to set up a video views ad campaign, what you would do is you would choose video views. Now you can use videos in any of the other objectives. So you can use video for, traffic or conversions, but video views is, Facebook will optimize that to go and find people who are most likely going to watch your video. Okay, so that's why we want to use video views. And I use this, as a brand awareness, and $5 a day I will put towards a video ad campaign. You can put less or you can put more, just depending on what you'd like to achieve. But if I am going out searching for new audiences, then I'm going to use video views because, like I said, it is pretty cheap to use. So we're going to choose video views in this instance, and then we're going to come to this section. So inside of our ad campaigns, we have two options to be able to utilize different audiences inside of here. Now, some of you may not be aware of, the ads manager, or you may never have seen this before. That's okay. I just want to run through how you can utilize, your different types of audiences inside of the ad account. So up here, we've got what is called our custom audiences. And this is basically where, we can create different audiences inside of the Facebook ad manager. And this is where we're going to be putting what we would call our warm audience. Now, our warm audience is people who have engaged with us on social media, who follow our pages, so Facebook or Instagram. That might be your email list. It might be people who have visited your website. And it could also be people who have, abandoned the checkout as well. So that is our warm audience. Warm audiences are people who have heard of us before, who have engaged with us. Okay, so that's why we call them warm. This section is also used for what is called a lookalike audience. So inside of Facebook, we can create audiences of people who look like people who have engaged with us or purchased from us before. So that is like, that would be a new audience that we would use. It's a cold audience, so it'll go out and find people who look like people who have engaged or purchased with us. So that is where that section sits here. Now, lookalike audiences is a really great way to access new audiences and build up that brand awareness, because Facebook's going to go and create or find people who are like people who've already engaged with you before, and they're the kind of people that we want. So that's one way we can utilize the audience section. The other way is our detailed targeting. So detailed targeting is interest-based targeting. Facebook will give us options to utilize. Now, we don't want to use those options that Facebook gives us. We want to be able to go and do our own research. So detailed targeting is probably the simplest way to explain it is if you think about health and fitness, you want to think about who your competitors are, what magazines they're reading and what books they're reading. So I like to jump on Google and just have a bit of a search to see if I can find any interests that are outside of what Facebook is providing for me. So, Michelle Bridges or Michelle Bridges 12-week transformation. These are people that I can target. Chef Pete Evans, Sarah Wilson, I Quit Sugar. There's so many of them. And you want to think about like what apps do they use as well? So if you're, health and fitness, it's quite easy to go and find some apps because there's different trackers. People are using, watches to track their steps per day and their calories and all those sorts of things. You can look up recipe books. So this is a great way to go and find new audiences to build up that brand awareness and bring new eyeballs to your website or to your products. So that's our audiences, okay? So there's 3 steps when we're creating our ads. The first step is choosing our objective, okay? And once we've chosen our objective and have set our ad budget, the second step is creating our audiences. So the audiences is really key, okay? We want to make sure we get this right. And you just want to make sure that you're really spending some time on building up those audiences. Then the third step is creating your ad creative. And this is where I love using video, okay? You can have different lengths of video, and I'm going to show you a video ad that we ran that was 28 minutes long, and I'm going to show you the results on that as well. But video is just so powerful. You can use it in so many different ways as well. And I'll share again some other ideas with you, but you can use it, on the front end of your offers. You can use it on the back end of your offers. You can create, video doesn't have to be you standing in front of a camera. It could be a video of a slideshow of your different products that you provide. It could be a video of somebody giving a testimonial or sharing their story. So, it's just really powerful. And so I just wanted to show you some of these. These are Facebook posts, okay? And we do a lot of video for this client. So you can see here just how powerful video can be. So we've got a video here that was actually done through the ABC News in Queensland, and I took that and repurposed it. And you can see the likes, the comments, and the shares that happened over here. So this is actually just a very small video and the awareness that we got, but I'll show you some of the others that have had like huge engagement and how I've repurposed those. So video doesn't have to be short. It doesn't have to be you standing there talking to the camera. It can be whatever you would like it to be, but just thinking about how you can use it and how you can repurpose it. So you can use Facebook posts that are already on your page if you have some video content, and you can repurpose those into your Facebook ad campaigns. The same goes for Instagram posts. If you've got any Instagram posts and you already have some great engagement built up on them, you can then use those inside of your ads as well. But the video you will need to download and pop it up onto your Facebook page. For some reason, they don't let you repurpose your Instagram video content when it comes to videos. They'll let you use posts like your images and things like that, but they won't allow you to use video, which is interesting. So that's just one easy way that you can, repurpose some of the content that you've already got. And especially if you already have some IGTVs, you can easily download those IGTVs and repurpose those as ads. You can pop it up over on your Facebook business page and see what type of engagement you get with that. And then you could use that inside of your ad campaign as a video views objective. So one of the things that you can use with, like video is you can have it will automatically adjust inside of the ad manager for you. So you can see here that I have chosen this post as our creative, and I've got a bit of copy here. And then you can see over here on the right hand side how Facebook has changed it so that it will fit inside of the Instagram story feed. Okay, so you don't need to go and adjust all of your creatives to fit. The most important thing when it comes to our ads is keeping the engagement on those posts or those ads. So if people have engaged on it, like they've liked it or they've commented or they've shared, you want to make sure that you can keep all of that really good engagement on there. Okay, and so we don't need to go and adjust all of our ad placements so that they look really nice and pretty. Facebook will just adjust it for you to make it fit in that scenario. And if it's a little bit longer, then they'll just cut that off. But if you are running like just Instagram ads and you're just going to be running them through the stories, then obviously you want to just think about, the layout, having a clear call to action on there. So making sure that you have, like download the ebook now or swipe up to take action, like 20% off, swipe up now to check out, that sort of thing. So if you are only just doing one ad placement, so Instagram stories, then you do want to think about how that's going to be displayed on somebody's phone. But I just like to set all placements because Facebook will do the hard work for me, and they will spend the money equally across those who are engaging on your ads the most. So for example, if you have a product for women and you leave your target open to men and women, you will find that Facebook will automatically, if women are engaging on that ad the most, they're just going to show that ad to more people like that. So just really important. And we don't need to get too detailed in our demographic. Facebook is really smart at doing that, and they will do the hard work for you. So when we think about, using video, we want to think about the strategy that we're going to be utilizing. Okay, so video, the other reason I love video is because we can then create audiences off the videos. So people who have watched that video for a certain length of time, you can start from 25% all the way to 100%. So if somebody watches your video ad, you can then go and create an audience, which is a warm audience, and then retarget those people or get back in front of those people who watched the video. And I'll show you how I do that in a strategy in a moment. But you know, this is this is our little pyramid. So we're going to look at this as our mountain. So this is our business, okay? And our audience is down here. So we start with our who. So who is it? Who is our audience? And you know, we spend a lot of time on this because we need to be really clear about who it is that we are targeting through Facebook. We need to make sure that we get that right, because the way we communicate with them is really important. So this is the discover stage. So this is where they're going to discover us, okay? This is where your brand is going to be featured in front of them. So you might have a video ad that is just about your business, or it might be about, it might be a testimonial video campaign, just sharing about how good your product is. It could also be an unboxing. So you could use lots of different creative ways. And then we've got the middle section. So this is where our warm audience is, okay? These are the people who have engaged with us before. They follow us on social media. They've been to our website, but maybe they haven't purchased anything from us. Maybe they've just downloaded that free ebook, but they haven't converted into a sale yet. And then this is the do. This is our hot. This is the people that are ready to buy from us right now, okay? They're hot. So the way that we would communicate with these different audiences is very different to how we would speak to these people who are ready to buy. And we need to remember that, you know, it's like, I'm going to share this analogy because I share it all the time, and I think it's quite easy. We forget that when we're doing Facebook ads, we tend to offer something, you know, straight up front. And we tend to put like a offer in front of people that, you know, we want them to purchase from us today, okay? But I want you to think about how you engage on social media, okay, and what you do, you know. So I like to use Ryan Dice from Digital Marketer. He uses this analogy of, I want you to think about, it's like dating someone. So, you know, for instance, when we first meet someone, we don't ask them or propose on the first date. We generally go for coffee, and then it might go to dinner, and you know, then you might live together for a while, and then after a couple of years, you get engaged, and then you get married. So when we are thinking about creating our Facebook ads, we need to think about that customer value journey, you know. So how can we, you know, provide a little bit of information about our business, and how can we then, you know, move them through that journey. So taking someone from your social media through to a purchaser, it could take some time to move them through there. You know, I know some of my clients, it can take up to like 6 months before we actually see them joining one of our programs. And it could take, you know, longer for somebody to attend an event that's a quite high ticket item. Whereas for e-commerce, you know, they might see you in an ad, then they might go Google you, and then they might go visit the website, look at your products, and then, you know, maybe a week later they'll see another ad and they'll go, oh yeah, I saw that last week, so I'll go and add that to my cart. Then they get busy. So you just need to think about how people interact, you know, socially. And it's really important that you think about, you know, that moving them through that customer value journey. So I've got some examples that I want to share with you, and I really love these examples. I've got some product-based e-commerce, and I've also got some service-based. But this is Esme Skin Minerals. So I don't know, most of you have probably heard of them before, but when I see ads in my newsfeed, I love to follow them through to see how their funnel works and how they move me through their customer value journey. So this is a video view that video ad that I got served, and you know, they've got their ad copy up here. So they've got vegan and cruelty-free skincare for everyone. We designed our products to treat a range of skin concerns so that there really is something for everyone. So when I clicked on this, it took me over to why their exfoliation is important. Okay, so this was kind of like a blog. It was a post about why exfoliation is important, but throughout that blog, they had links to their products. So, you know, products that they were talking about to use for exfoliation. So when you clicked on that link, it took you over to their products where you could then add it to cart. And so this is quite a long process, and you don't have to do this full process, but I liked the way they did it. So then obviously you come over, you learn more about their product, you add it to cart. And then when I went into my view cart, they recommended other products. Okay, so obviously once we've exfoliated, I will need to probably hydrate, and I probably will need to put some moisturizer on. And then they just showed me some other products to go along with that. So they were upselling me all in that one process, probably without me even noticing. And the other day I was actually looking for a clay earring kit, just for something creative to do. And anyway, I was scrolling through my Instagram, and this ad popped up, and it was a clay earring kit. So I clicked on it. It took me across to their profile. I probably would have done something a little bit differently and sent me straight to the kit website. But when I went and added the kit to my cart, it asked me if I would like any other materials to go along with it, because obviously I've never made them before. So I'm not going to have, you know, a roller or maybe a knife or the glue. So by the end of that, I started off with, I think, $40 in my cart, and I ended up with $100 in my cart. So it was just very well done. So just think about how you can utilize these different options inside of your e-com stores, and it all came from a video ad. So then what they could do here, if I decided that I didn't end up buying them, but they could then create an audience where I had watched that video, and then, you know, get back in front of me with the same offer. So it's important to make sure that, you know, you're speaking to your audience very differently throughout this customer journey. So this is another different type of campaign that was created. For grain-free recipes, we had somebody do a testimonial about how they were using the recipe book, and we use that inside a video ad to really build up a new audience, to warm them up and get to know, you know, like grain-free recipes, and that we had a recipe book on offer. So you can see here 10 comments and 5 shares. So I used that, and then basically I created an audience who had watched that video and had an ad that went back out to those people, just with, you know, some testimonials on there. I created a carousel ad so they could slide through to see what some of the different recipes were that were inside of there. And then if they click through to the website and abandon the cart for whatever reason, I then had another ad that went out to those people with just a little bit more information, but had a lot of engagement on here. So this one has 13 comments and 19 shares on it. So they could see that, you know, people had purchased this book before and that they were loving it and sharing and engaging with it. Okay, so this is just a little bit of a strategy of having different touch points for your audience. Okay, so this is another one. This is more around memberships and online programs, but we use video a lot. So this is Joy, and we use video a lot for Joy. People love engaging with her. They will sit and watch her videos. So we use a video quite a lot for, you know, generating awareness, reaching new audiences. And then basically we are then just creating, you know, again, audiences to get back out in front of, to remind them that, you know, they took part in that video. Would they like to sign up to, you know, a free program? And then moving them through that funnel. So you don't have to have video at every touch point. You can see here I've used images, but video is just a great way to have, you know, your starting point to get out there and build that brand awareness, and also build an audience. If you've never created ad campaigns before and you don't have an audience like an email list or, you know, website visitors, then video is a great way to do that. So you can just see here very easily how I have taken video and then I've used images throughout the rest of the journey. And sharing stories and testimonials are really important. This video, or this post, sorry, over here, which was an ad, had over 30 comments, 12 shares, and over 600, I think, people had liked it. So yeah, really important to share stories. People can really connect through stories. So when it comes to our videos or just our ads in general, we want them to be visually appealing, and we want people to stop as they're scrolling through their newsfeed. So people aren't on their phones waiting for an ad to pop up. Although sometimes when I'm talking about certain things like the clay earring kit, I was like, couldn't find one. And I was like, Facebook, can you please send me an ad? You know, they say they're listening to us. Anyway, a couple of weeks later, finally got an ad. But people aren't scrolling through their newsfeed to, you know, wait for an ad to pop up. They're really looking at, you know, their family and friends and what they're up to. So when we're creating our ads, we want them to be visually appealing, and we really want them to stand out, but we also want it to relate to what our product is, okay? We want them to be on brand as well. So that's really important to just consider the colors that you use in your branding, because people will recognize those. If you use emojis and things like that inside of your Instagram posts, then you can carry them across into your ad campaigns, but don't use too many of them. I remember when they first let emojis be used inside of ads and people tried to have full conversations in emojis. It just didn't make any sense. So please don't do that. But you want to also make sure that Facebook has a rule where it's, you know, you need to have 80% image and 20% text. So there's a free tool that you can utilize. It's called Facebook Ad Text Overlay Tool. And basically you can, if you're creating your image, you can upload it and you can check it before you upload it into the ads manager. So Facebook will warn you if you have too much text on your image and won't run it. So just make sure that you are adhering to Facebook's policies. They do get pretty strict. They are checking our websites as well as our ads. And it's just important to make sure you're aware of those policies. So testimonials are a great way to share through ads as well. Make sure you have a call to action. If you don't know what a call to action is, basically you can see here we've got a learn more button. So inside of your ads, you want to make sure that you are, you know, you're telling people what to do next. So, you know, if you've got a discount, or, you've got a new launch, you're launching a new product range, you want to make sure you include your website link in there. Okay, you can see inside of this ad there is no website link under this copy here. She's popped it over here in the learn more. So that will probably go through to a blog, I would say, where it shares more about ecology skincare. But you just want to make sure that you are putting a link inside of there. Someone asked the other day, how do I get more people to my Facebook business page? And well, people aren't sitting there thinking, I wonder what, I wonder what Ecology Skincare posted today. It's only if it pops up in their newsfeed that they're reminded of that. Also, like, what size images or videos should you use? I like to use the square format, so 1080 by 1080, because it fits across Instagram nicely, and it also fits inside of the Facebook newsfeed nicely as well. And then I just use that same size throughout the other placements as well. I don't tend to customize my Instagram stories or anything like that, because I want to keep all the engagement on those ads as possible. And then also you need to, in the headline, you can pop questions in there, whatever it might be. You just want to make sure that it has a clear headline there. Most people will tend to stop and look at the ad creative before they actually read anything else. So a little while ago, there was a survey done and through Facebook, and it showed that people looked at the creative first, then they looked at the profile picture or to see who it was from, and then they read the copy. So just be mindful of that, and make sure that you're fitting in with your audience. So here are some other video ads that you could consider using. So this one here, Boom by Cindy Joseph, one of my mentors, she works alongside of them, and so it has been really interesting to see their journey. But they're using, again, testimonials inside of the ad copy, and then they've got a video here. Their products are for women over 50. So you can go and have a look at some different ads and what your competitors might be up to as well inside of the Facebook ad library. But these are just some great ideas. So this takes you through to the tips, like a blog page. You've got here some other video content, and then this is product. So they've just used the Instagram story to create their little video and include a caption over the top of it. It's all nicely color matched and branded to fit in with that Instagram story. So, once you do a story, you can save that, and then you can repurpose that inside of your ad campaigns. So you have so many options inside of what you can do and how you can take that content. So the different tools that I like to use, you can now create video inside of Canva. So if you wanted to create a slideshow in there, you can do that, export it as a video. You can also upload video into the Canva tool. For those of you who may not know, you can use Canva on desktop as well as your mobile. I like to use it on desktop. I find that the app is I just can't quite use it to its fullest potential. I had a meeting with Canva headquarters in Sydney here a couple of years ago, and I was like, the app definitely needs a little bit of improving. So I use the desktop app, and yes, you can upload video inside of there and edit it as well. The Headliner app is also a great tool. It's free, and basically you can adjust the different size formats as well. If some of you have podcasts, it will also produce, you go and copy a link and it'll bring in the audio from that podcast. So you could utilize that as a brand awareness campaign, video campaign. just so much that you can utilize. And then obviously Instagram stories is a great way. If you're showcasing products, plus you've got your IGTVs that you can repurpose and download as well. So, you know, for a client, she designs earrings, and each launch she does a video on, you know, all the new designs that are coming out. And so we can really use that to build up the hype and also send them across to the VIP list. So now I'm just going to share with you, that's basically how to use a video ad campaign. And I'm just going to share with you some of the results from clients, you know, in their ad campaigns and through videos. So for the grain-free recipe book that we were selling, the books are $47 plus postage and handling. So just in the last 30 days, we've sold 43 of them. And we've spent $368 in ad spend. So you can easily see there, I don't have the calculations, but you can probably work that out. And then you can move through, so you can pull all these metrics out from Facebook to work out, you know, how your ad is performing and what's happening there. And then this is another business. So you can see here, very varied. This is a agriculture business. And so we run a lot of video ads for them because just of who they are and their demographic. So we've got some different campaigns running at the moment, but you can see this one here has 17 comments, 11 shares, and over 28,000 views. So a lot of engagement on it. And it's really just educating their audience through video. You can see here the amount that has been spent. And we're not asking people to sign up to anything here. This is just building that brand awareness and creating those audiences from the videos. So you can break down inside of Facebook Ads Manager, you can break it down into how many people have watched a percentage of that video that I was talking about earlier. So, you know, you can see here, we've had 121 people watch the full video all the way through. I can't remember how long this video is, but basically, you know, in the last 12 months, through Facebook ads, we've generated over $85,000 in revenue for these guys. So pretty powerful stuff. And we have spent very little in ad spend. When I took this screenshot, it was about $4,000 in ad spend. So again, so this video earlier on, I mentioned that I had a video that went for 28 minutes. So this video, sorry, it was 26 minutes. And this was talking about the principles of, you know, what they go through in their 2.5-day marketing school. So it was really interesting to see just the results, because I didn't think people would sit for 26 minutes and watch a full video through, but they did, and it was a really good video. So you can see we've just got a couple of comments on there. We've had 11 shares on it. We had to actually stop it and edit some of the video. So it's not up at the moment, but I was pretty happy with the results that we were getting from it. So you can see here also like the reactions, the post reactions, which means when someone likes it, how many post saves we had. So 33 people saved this ad to come back and watch later. So really interesting. So, you know, you don't have to have really long videos or really short videos. Really depends. Okay, so then again, these are just some other examples that you can see here with video and how I've utilized video. We had different campaigns running. So this one here, this video here was actually a series of images that I put together. turned it into a video ad, and I just put some call to actions over the top of it. So again, you can just really utilize anything that you have, whether it's images or you want to be on camera. And then testimonials are a great way. If you can get your audience on camera, then you know, it's pretty powerful to be able to share their story with your audience. So that comes to you know, the end of the video campaigns, and you probably think there's a lot more to it, and I've only just shared one strategy with you today in the last hour. And unfortunately, when it comes to ads, there's no sort of set and forget. You know, we really need to be monitoring them. We really need to make sure that we have strategies in place for our ad campaigns. And so, you know, I hope, you know, you took something away from today's masterclass, and not sure why you turned up today, and maybe you're overwhelmed and not sure where to begin. Maybe you've invested in Facebook and Instagram ads and you haven't seen a return on your ad spend or your investment. Maybe you've seen others excited and sharing their wins and successes with ads, and you want to see how they can really work for you. Or maybe you're just really ready to take that next leap into your business. And so the strategies that I have shared today are not just theories, or they might not just work, but these businesses that have, you know, the success with Facebook and Instagram advertising are using these strategies every day, and I use them with my one-on-one clients as well, and they are generating leads and sales with a return on investment with ad spend. So like I said, there's no one type of strategy that's going to work for everyone. Unfortunately, we always have to be testing and creating, you know, new ad campaigns and building awareness. But you do need to have a clear strategy and have a traffic system in place. And this is where you will see the success come from. So I want to share just a couple of stories with you through some students who have taken other courses or implemented you know, what I have taught into their ads. And so a couple of these are e-commerce. So, you know, implementing, just following through. A lot of these are also to do with retargeting. So getting those abandoned carts down. Rochelle, she launched a new product range recently, and she had incredible feedback from her community, but she wanted to get back in front of those people through an ad. And her story is actually, I will share with you a little bit, but she had spent, I think, something like $50 in ad spend and was $700 conversions from abandoned carts. So pretty powerful. And she also still has that ad running at the moment. Alison, I shared a masterclass a few weeks back inside of our mastermind, and Alison just took one thing that I had shared in that masterclass, and she just changed some of her copy, and she started getting $1.68 in email addresses, so cost per lead, and she offers, you know, programs and training online. Bridie joined Traffic Ads Mastery last year, and she has done incredible from where she first started. She'd never done ads before, and so it's been incredible to watch her journey and watch her get her ads up there, you know, not tech savvy at all, but she implemented everything she learned, and it has been, yeah, just incredible to watch her journey and her little business grow. So today you could either do nothing, you know, you can walk away from here and not implement anything that you've learned. You can also try and do it alone, which I have been there, I have done that. And, you know, having a community and support, I have now finally found that with my mentors. But This is really why I created Traffic Ads Mastery for, for passionate business owners who really want to use Facebook to leverage, to generate more brand awareness and increase their sales. And so, if you're really looking for support and mentoring, whether that is with your marketing strategy to increase your conversions, to get those abandoned carts and convert them, maybe you're struggling with your ad copy, maybe you just want to better understand Facebook ads, or how to choose the right objective, or maybe you're just not sure where to start, but you know that you're ready to leverage Facebook ads in 2020. And so it's really about helping you to create and build a traffic system plan to grow your business. So we're not talking about, you're putting $20 on an ad campaign for 3 days and letting it run out. I'm really talking about creating a budget that fits in with your business on a monthly basis, and ads that continually generate traffic, leads, and sales for you. So this is why I created Traffic Ads Mastery. So it is a complete step-by-step Facebook ad mentoring and training. And it's really about, it walks you through building and structuring your ad campaigns from the very beginning. We need to make sure that you have everything set up so that you can get the most success out of your ads. It's like building a house. It's like building that foundation. We can't put our roof on without the walls up first. We can't put the walls up unless we have, the concrete laid, because otherwise things just fall down around us. So in Traffic Ads Mastery, it's not about jumping in and creating your ads first up. We really look at the, that foundation step. We take a look at, do you have your website optimized? Do you have your Facebook pixel installed? Do you have your ads manager set up correctly? And we walk through all of this, no matter what stage you're at in your journey. So again, we look through the strategy, we walk through the audiences, the different types of audiences you can utilize. We walk through ad copy. You get my templates that I use with my clients. We look at the ad creatives, and then, also once you're ready, you can launch those ads. So there are 6 stages to Traffic Ads Mastery. And no matter where you are on your journey, I have created these so that you can just slot yourself in there wherever you're at. So we really walk through the stage 1, making sure you have everything set up correctly, making sure that Facebook pixel is installed correctly. Stage 2, we look at the strategy and your campaign structure. So what's the best way to structure your Facebook ad campaigns and setting your ad budgets? And then we look at stage 3 is, the different audiences that you can utilize inside of your ads. How should you structure those audiences in your ad campaigns, because it's really important. Then we look at stage 4, which is ad copy that converts. So the secrets to writing high converting ad copy. Stage 5 is we really get creative. So we look at the different tools you can utilize, what ad creatives are working at the moment, image, video, how do you test those different creatives? And also we look at the different options you can use inside of the different platforms or ad placements. And then stage 6 is really all about understanding the ad metrics, because if we don't understand what our Facebook ads are doing or how they're performing, then we potentially could be missing out. So I had someone the other day, they were asking me something, and I said, well, are your ads converting? Are you getting purchases? And she said, actually, I don't even know. And so it's really important to make sure that, if you have ads running, you want to make sure that you are getting purchases. You need to make sure you know what those metrics mean. And we really, we break it down. I used to, get really not understand the metrics very well, but now, I have the specific ones that I focus on. So when I jump in and check the ads every morning, I know what I'm looking at, and I can make a clear, decisive decision to whether to turn that ad on or leave it on, or turn it off. So Traffic Ads Mastery is the step-by-step strategy for creating successful paid advertising. So when you join Traffic Ads Mastery, you get monthly masterclasses. So each month, it will be based on a different ad strategy that you'll be able to follow and implement into your own business strategy. You'll have monthly live Ask Ash, so you'll be able to jump on, ask your questions, but you can also submit your ads for review or critique. So if you've had an ad running for, say, the last week, and you would like me to have a look at it and see how it's going and what, help you make a decision on what you should do there, or, maybe your website's not converting, we need to take a look at those different things. So you can submit those, or you can jump on, ask your questions every month. Then we have guest experts, and in May we are joined by the lovely Kate, and she's going to be walking through e-commerce and service-based websites. So we will feature guest experts, to share their own strategies to help you improve in other areas of your business to really get the most out of your Facebook ads. So we'll take a look at email abandoned cart as well, how your database, your email list can really fit in with Facebook ads. So I'm really excited to be able to bring that part of it to you guys. You'll also get access to the private Facebook group and community as well. So this is where some of our lives will take place, but it's also where you guys can collaborate, meet each other, and really support each other on your journey. There's things like Mother's Day coming up. It's really important to start thinking about, you should have your campaigns ready to go by now, but, thinking about things like that. What have you got planned? Coming up with some ideas, and just looking for inspiration. So the other bonuses you will receive is my Traffic Ads Mastery worksheets. So you can download those, print them out, and it really helps you plan and just easily keep track of what you're doing inside of your business. So if you join Traffic Ads Mastery today, you will also get access to the product conversion formula course, which is what some of the other ladies have joined as well and saw success in just being able to get those abandoned carts down. So if you join today, you will get access to that. And you can either join, you have two choices. You can join a 12-month access for 670 Australian dollars. You can also join at a monthly as well for $67. So those are your two options that you will get access to. You can head on over to trafficadsmastery.com if you want to learn more. The doors do close this Friday night, and they won't be opening for another 3 months. So I'm really excited to be finally opening the doors again. It's been a little while, but I'm ready to support you on your journey. So that is it from me today, and I just want to take a moment to really thank you for joining me.